Welcome back to PC Prime. So, not gonna pretend to be having a whole lot planned for this episode. I have decided that I want to restructure my entire base. So, it's gonna take some time. In the editing phase right now, so just to let you know, effectively, it took me about 4 hours of gameplay to get this base put together. So, unfortunately, this is going to be a shorter episode. I did progress a little bit just through being in the game. I didn't really put anything new down, but I just wanted you to have a heads up that this will be a shorter episode. It is what it is. I just had a design that I wanted to go with. It didn't quite work out just because I'm not on a flat area, but you can see the basic structure for what I wanted. That said, let's jump in. This may be a mistake. I want to redo my whole build. The reason I say it may be a mistake is I don't have the 3x3 living compartment unlocked yet, which would make it nicer, but it's going to take me a while to get 10,000 Terra tokens at the rate that I'm going. By the way, I am starting this project because I am going to probably cut out most of this, probably show you all the very end, but I am starting with 45% of the way to mammals, just for sanity checking. Before I jump into the deconstruction, reconstruction of the base, I am going to show you me getting some frog eggs cooking. You see what I actually need for these. Just tier 4 mutagen and frog eggs, which I have mutagen here, and I think I have frog eggs down in the larva locker. Let me go check real quick. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get one of these going. That's it. Yeah. Okay. And there we go. I'm not going to jump back in until I think I'm putting down an amphibian farm, unless something crazy happens. I am going to try to not spoil the build too bad, so I'll show it all at the very end. Oh, cool. Fish farm unlocked. I guess we'll get to that eventually. Still building. Alright, it is time to get some amphibian farms down, which you can't put on foundation for some reason. Okay. I guess I'll try to find somewhere else to put it. Seems like they can just kind of go down anywhere, so... Alright. So I have 3 amphibian farms down now. I only have 1 egg for now. Oh, hello. Hello, buddy. Very colorful. Well, there's my first amphibian farm down with frog eggs. I have some more frog eggs cooking. I will cut back. I guess the next time something interesting happens, I just wanted to show those going down. Oh, cool. I just unlocked crafting lerma seeds. That can come in handy because they're used for the rockets. What is that? Is that pulsar quartz? Might be a pulsar quartz. It is. Nice. It was really loud. There might be one more piece, but I don't know where it's at. Probably under a rock. Usually I get 8. Oh, it's getting purple. I'm guessing that means we're about to have some super alloy meteors, and it's going to be real rough to build because it's going to be super shaky. Called it super alloy meteor shower. I don't want to loot any of that stuff right now. I just can't be asked, so I'm going to try to get back to building, but it'll be a little rough. Okay, so I definitely shouldn't have done this tonight. It's taken me like 4 hours, but I am basically done relocating or rebuilding the base, reorganizing. So once I get my foundations outside sorted, then we can do a tour and hopefully milk a little bit of time out of the tour, because this is a lot of time committed for basically zero content. But it is what it is. I should have seen this coming as soon as I started, and when I had an idea of kind of what I wanted, but I made it a little bit more tedious than it needed to be, just because I decided to stay over here in the desert where there is literally zero level ground. But I'm gonna leave most of this stuff here. I'll probably come back and pick up the materials off the ground if I have anywhere that I can store, because my miners have been going ham. That said, I have fully moved. Well, moved my house, adjusted my house. I had a really cool concept, but it doesn't really work very well on uneven ground. So that said, I need to get off because I've progressed way too far today. By not doing anything, essentially. I'm missing probably magnesium. Yeah. Looks like I have everything but magnesium up here. Fine. I just wanted to clear some aluminum. So let's go and see where we're at. So, in the time that it took me to build this new base, I moved into the mammals stage. I don't have any mammals done. I have a couple frogs down, and that's it. And 3 fish tanks. So, yeah. We are progressing pretty crazily. It looks like we're approaching the end of the as far as terraformation is concerned, but I haven't explored the map quite enough yet to say that I'm confident being done. I have a lot of exploration stuff to do. This took 4 hours. It took me 4 hours to build this. So it is 1:20 a.m. on a weekday. But here is the tour of the new base. It's wild looking. It's wild looking, but meteors, of course, are starting right now. But okay, so you walk in here and you just have stairs. This side is kind of barren for now. All right, cool. You come in here, fish tank. I got 3 fish eggs in here. Good panoramic view. And space expansion. Over here is my biolab. Biomass is capped out. Insects are still going. And I have a tier 2 beehive. I unlocked that while I was doing this. So that's my bio, or not my biolab, my, what is this place called? Biodome, sorry. That's the biodome. This is all of my, I need a drink. Always. This is all of my flowers and my lerma seeds. And I have my tree seeds over here because I don't have very many of them. I have silicon right here for making bioplastic, but then this is my biolab. So I got gene traits, larva, bioplastic, eggs. Basically, I have everything that I could need for the biolab in and around the biolab. And these are all being filled by the drones. Right. Then we get another path into a full fish tank. This is, I have this auto-destroying plankton basically because I was moving and it got in the way. We got some silk growers here. In here we have some, I just labeled as basics, but it's literally like everything except for iron in the basic tier. This is my production guy, so he's boosting my silk production. This is my biodome tier 2. Getting my tree bark. And my tree bark is right here. And I have my rockets here. A bunch of basic materials. And then at the end over here is silk fabric and smart fabric. And then a fabric is a Terra token value, so I could turn all my silk into fabric and then put my fabric in the thing. And then the basic stuff that I can turn into rods, except for I have this aluminum over here. So here's like the higher tier resources. All of the rods and stuff like that. Crafters in here. Go through a third full fish tank. And then here's my blueprints right here. And then all these lockers are basic resources, but I do still have the full basic aquarium. So that's there. This is auto crafting high quality food. I have the beans growing back there and the honey growing right here. Well, the honey's growing in the beehives, but the drones bring it straight over here. This stuff I didn't move. I wanted to keep my drones, my cookies, my rock launch pad over here the same. But I do now have 8 tier 1 excavators here. You might wonder why tier 1. Well, I needed titanium for the building, that's why. So this is why I have so many of the basic materials now. But I needed titanium for the building. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's stairs in, stairs out. All my heaters and power over there. Butterflies didn't change. I put 3 frog thingies down. So we do have frogs down now. Moved my water collector over here. This is all of my food seeds. Right? And then I have mushrooms growing. I need a get a couple more of those plots down. I have this platform here that's kind of cool, I think. It's just like a big foundational thing. Carport is here. I don't know how great it's going to be to get it down, but it'll work. It'll work. I did get the, I tried, you could see I was trying to put foundation in and gave up because the foundation doesn't snap to the structures. Yeah, that's basically it. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to make an episode of this build just to justify almost 5 hours of building. But I think it's pretty neat. I think it's a cool, like it's well organized. I've still used lockers for a lot of things, but I've upgraded my storage. I've got a new layout that I actually really like, and I feel like it suits better. I just wish I could make it stable, but it is what it is. Here's my suits locker. This is my new space. There's not these desks don't have a middle, like they don't snap together like the other ones did, so my messages are on the floor, but that's fine. I got 2 chairs, 2 of those fancy chairs, 2 of the fancy desks. And then I put the shelves in and put all my statues on there because they're bigger on this than they are on the little display case. This is my warden keys. And over here you can have a cool like panoramic view of everything. But also, if you want to sit in the couch, you can sit in the couch and watch the screens. But that said, I need to go to bed. So it's almost 1:30 in the morning for me. I should not have done all of this tonight, but I started going and I didn't want to stop. So it is what it is. I'm pretty happy with it. But that said, I will see you in the end card, and I'm sorry that this whole episode was essentially me moving. Okay, so yes, I spent an entire episode just consolidating and reorganizing my base. I'm sorry. There was a lot of time, and I kind of hyper-focused on what I was doing, and it didn't necessarily lead to the best content, but at least it's something. I wanted to show that I did the build. I didn't want it to just be suddenly, okay, here's a whole new building that I'm now calling base, as well as like a little bit of a walkthrough of it. It kind of worked because I had been putting off like making the frog eggs, getting more fish down, stuff like that. And this gave me time to do base maintenance while creating those eggs and getting that stuff down. I do want to get some more of the farms down for like basically one for all of the vegetables. I have a storage for each individual vegetable, so as long as they're being collected, it'll like it basically as I use them they'll refill. So I kind of think that's a good idea. Next episode there are 2 bomb locations I want to explore, as well as that bunker. I think I'm going to start over by the Rainbow Cavern at that bunker and that bomb location, and then go back to, funnily enough, the first bomb location I spotted, I haven't done yet. Aside from that, I need to get some more warden keys, figure out where the extractor is to use them, and finish my terraformation up. I'm not thinking I'm going to put too much more down. I might put some animals down now that I can, because I don't have any of them yet, for mammals. I do have a gene trait that I found. I haven't put the gene synthesizer down yet either. So I might look at that. I haven't put fish farms down, but I don't really need more fish eggs, so I don't think it's really worth the time for me to do that. A harvester might be nice just to get some more insects. But I'm not that worried about it. Again, sorry that it's a shorter episode. I appreciate anyone who's managed to stick this far in the video, especially since there wasn't really a whole lot of action in this one. That said, thank you to anyone who managed to make it this far in the video. If you like what you're seeing, please leave a like. And if you want to see more of me or my gameplay, click subscribe or follow, depending on your platform of choice. That's all for now, and I will see you in the next episode. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know how rough you think my build is. The next build I do, or the next planet I do, I'll make sure to find a flat spot to build on because it's made it pretty rough. Bye.